Hi everyone, my name is Emma Bowker and I have chosen to do my final project of a contemporary disruptive technology on Facebook. This is for eSoc 318 and I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get started. So some history about Facebook is that Facebook originally started out as FaceMash and later turned into the Facebook before eventually ending up as what is now simply what we all know and love, just Facebook. It was originally a site that only college students were able to use before opening its membership to anyone over the age of 13. I personally remember when I was in elementary school hearing my older cousin who was in college talking about Facebook and how she was upset that it was open to the public because she liked having a site that was just for college kids. I would never have guessed that the site she was talking about would grow to have such a huge impact on society. So as you can see on the slide, Facebook was founded by Mark Zuckerberg as well as some of his friends and classmates from Harvard University on February 4th, 2004. And it was not actually until 2006 that Facebook opened its membership to anyone over the age of 13. So Facebook as a disruptive technology. Facebook allows for a lot of different things, for a lot of different options people can use. It allows for event creation that gives people the opportunity to connect in an online arena. I personally know I've used event creation so much on Facebook. I've been invited to a lot of stuff through Facebook. It helps a lot when you might not be as personable with somebody. Maybe you don't have their phone number, they don't have yours, and you're able to go on Facebook and connect with them, and they're able to respond, and you're able to talk to each other through that platform. It also allows people to update their friends, family, and even people on their outer networks of their lives. I think everybody that has a Facebook account, or at least most people, could probably attest to the fact that they have those certain people that maybe they went to elementary school with or they went to middle school with, and they might used to be friends with them, and maybe they aren't so much now. Whereas they're kind of their family and friends that are also on there, they're really sending those major updates to, but you also do see those people that you used to go to school with or maybe you worked with, and they're kind of on the outer network of their lives. They might not matter to you as much as the other people, but they still were a part of your life. It also allows for updates such as jobs, relocations, relationship updates, recreational activities, and more. I know personally when I was in Spain, when I was abroad last year, I was able to post a lot on Facebook for my friends and family back at home to see, and it really helped us connect on a different level because the time difference was so huge and we didn't get to talk a lot, so they got to see what I was up to a lot through means of Facebook, which was really helpful, and I know it was an awesome way to see their comments and that they were kind of interacting with me and telling me how much they missed me and I missed them, and it was great. And then Britannica tells us that Facebook became the largest social network in the world with more than 1 billion users as of 2012. And about half that number were using Facebook every day. So that just kind of gives you some insight about how huge Facebook really is. I know there's so many people, I have friends now that, they might not use it every day. They might use it once a week, maybe once a year, but there's also those people that might have even deleted their Facebook account, but it definitely seems like it's pretty 50-50 with the people in my life that I know that have Facebook going on in their lives every day or once a week, and then 50-50 with those people that rarely use it anymore. So how Facebook has affected my life. I am able to stay connected with people I care about from so many miles away. It has helped me network for jobs post-graduation, get in touch with a lot of people that I might not have gotten in touch with before. It has helped me to get my friends and family together for different events that have created very fond memories for all of us. We've done a lot through Facebook since we all, getting in a group chat with my entire family on our phones is kind of difficult. It's got a lot going on. Instead, you have Facebook where you can kind of log on and check the updates as you want, and it's not as bothersome. Facebook has allowed me to stay connected with my friends and family that I don't see every day, especially after moving away to Arizona for college. It has enabled me to keep up to date on what other people are doing and what is going on in their lives. And many years from now, I know that I will be able to log on and see people's accounts that I may not have seen for years, and we will have a way to reconnect. It has also allowed me to be well informed when I haven't looked at news channels because typically major events are always posted somewhere on Facebook. This was extremely helpful when I was in the dorms because I didn't have TV to watch the news like I am used to. It was also extremely helpful when I was abroad because I wasn't watching a lot of cable TV, and a lot of that cable TV was regarding Spanish updates. And I did find out a lot of news, whether it be positive news or negative news. I was really able to keep up to date through Facebook and other social media platforms on what was going back in the States while I was gone for 5 months. Then how Facebook has affected other people's lives. Facebook has been a site where people are able to freely create, which is huge. There are many pages dedicated to humor, work, vacation destinations, photography pages, and so much more. Just like it has done for myself, it keeps people connected and allows for them to stay the way, even if they are worlds apart. A few years after Facebook came into existence, my mom made an account and a few months later was contacted by her old college friend that she hadn't talked to in like 20 years. She was so excited and shocked to hear from her, and they were able to meet up and get lunch later that year. I thought this was one of the most amazing stories I've personally heard through Facebook. I mean, there's tons of amazing stories that it's given, but I found this one really interesting because it's part of the reason that I plan on keeping my Facebook throughout the years, just because I think that there is that huge opportunity to reconnect. And you guys are definitely going to hear me talk about connection a lot because I think that's one of the biggest things that Facebook offers. I definitely am excited to see those people and maybe talk to them in future years and just continue to keep up with their lives, even though you might not be super close with them. It's kind of cool just to see like, oh hey, they're doing great. And then this leads me into my next point. When I actually consulted a friend for their opinion, they said I think Facebook has caused people to be concerned with others' lives and sometimes to a negative extent. And this was definitely a really interesting point because I know I never really thought about it being a negative thing, but social media can absolutely be very negative. If people get too consumed by it and they're too preoccupied with what other people are doing, it definitely can have a negative effect. I think that being too preoccupied with others kind of takes the focus off of what you're doing in your life and definitely has a negative effect on most people when they have outlooks like that. And then also just the fact that it has given so many people jobs throughout the years, ultimately providing them with a living. And that's been huge. It's been doing great things for our economy. It also has great marketing options. It allows people to market for free and even the option to pay in order to boost ads. This option has brought a lot of products to people and a lot more business to small and large companies. And again, it's brought that connection for all the users that are on it. So, the future of Facebook. I think that Facebook will definitely continue to be popular throughout the years. While it has the most users out of any social platform, it seems to be getting less and less popular with the younger generations. Like I mentioned, it seems that a lot of the friends that I have are kind of like, oh, Facebook might not be so popular anymore, and they're not really super interested. They're more interested in Instagram or Twitter or Snapchat, etc. However, I do think that it will continue to be used, especially as the generations grow older. Like I said, I think that as people realize that Facebook is still going to be there and they have so many old friends and old connections on that platform, I think that accounts will start to be reopened. It is a great and easy way to connect with others and keep in touch, and as the years go by, it seems like it's harder and harder to do so. As we grow older, everyone gets busier, and I think Facebook kind of keeps us grounded in that connection. And Facebook just makes that easy. While it may grow less popular, I see Facebook as the backbone of social media, simply because it was the first major site that grew so quickly. It has constant updates and additions, which keeps it very dynamic. And Facebook is also doing awesome things for the economy. Since it is such a massive corporation, it has nearly 36,000 employees. That is 36,000 jobs that it has provided to people that are paying tax dollars and ultimately contributing to society and the economy. And like I said, with those updates that it has, those constant changes that it has to the aesthetic of it and the appeal of the app visually. I know like Jada Pinkett Smith has a live show on Facebook ever since they came out with Live. She started doing this little talk show, which is basically kind of a free way to produce a show, and obviously it's not free, but it's a lot cheaper than if she was to rent and produce it on an actual cable television. And then one thing I wanted to add as well is that in one of our course materials, Marshall McLuhan talked about the medium being the message and how the way that people communicate is just as important as the way they are doing it. And Facebook has always been a major medium that has allowed people to communicate for as long as it's been around. In its early stages, people used to write and post on one another's wall, and it was a different medium than direct messaging them, which ultimately sent a different message because it was public, which obviously makes it a lot different. Like you see on the slide, I definitely foresee Facebook having a stable future ahead. I think it will continue to grow because people will never stop having babies, and those babies will never stop getting older. And here is my works cited. And that is all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.